It's now time for the River Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to April 12th, the year 2025, when the Nashville Predators were in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights in the final road game of the season. Head coach Andrew Brunette deploys his lines of defensive pairings in the following combinations: Bunting, O'Reilly, Evangelista, Forsberg, Stamkos, and Marchessault, Verona, Svechkov, and LaRue, Smith, McCarron, and Wood. Your defensive pairings are Shea and Blankenberg, Osterley and Barron, Englund and Dolgaizo. Oninen gets the start in net. We're 52 seconds into the first period where we find our first activity in Oninen coming up with a save on Pearson's backhand. That's the first shot on goal of the game. We go to the 2:40 mark of the first period. We find Oninen coming up with a save on Holt's deflection. 4:37 now at the first. Oninen a save on Hurdle. 5:27. Oninen a save on Carlson. 7:53. Oninen a save on Dorofeev. It has to follow up by Hurdle. An incredible save sequence right there. It would be the 8:11 mark of the first period where the Nashville Predators would get their first shot on goal, and it would come from Osterley. It would be his third goal of the season, as the first shot on goal for the Nashville Predators is a slap shot from the top of the circle, and it goes into the net. The Nashville Predators have a 1-0 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights. 10:11 now at the first period. It's Wood off the box, 2 minutes for hooking. I believe that's the first penalty of his career. Oninen comes up with a save on Carlson. The Preds PK plenty strong. 14:17 in the first period now. Oninen comes up with a save on Waz. 16-minute mark of the first period. Hill comes up with a save on Smith. 16:50. Hill a save on Evangelista. 18:35. Hill a save on Forsberg. The Predators coming out of their offensive slumber and finally starting to generate some offense here in this first period. 19:04 of the first. Oninen comes up with a save on Dorofeev, and we hit the end of the first period. The Predators do have a 1-0 lead, but Vegas is out shooting Nashville 15-5. At the 1:39 mark of the second period, it's O'Reilly off to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Oninen comes up with a save on Dorofeev, and that would be the end of the power play for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Preds PK strong, but as soon as we return to 5-on-5 hockey, the 4:02 mark of the second period is Howden with his 23rd goal of the season. It was a wrist shot from the left dot, and it was quite the snipe, picking the top shelf there. The Nashville Predators and the Vegas Golden Knights are now tied at 1 apiece. At the 5:36 mark of the second period, it's Waugh with his 14th goal of the season. A give and go to the back of the net that was also affected by the puck being delayed by the defenseman's skate, but the shot finds its way to the back of the net nonetheless, and the Vegas Golden Knights very quickly now have a 2-1 lead. The 7:44 mark of the second period sees Oninen come up to the save on Hurdle. At the 8:12 mark of the second period, Hill comes up with a save on Luke Evangelista. 9:26 of the second. Svechkov is off the box, 2 minutes for tripping, and this is going to put the Vegas Golden Knights on the power play where Holtz is going to cash in. His fourth goal of the season comes as a backdoor finish just under the crossbar. The Vegas Golden Knights now hold a 3-1 lead here in the second period. 12:28 of the second period, Oninen comes up with a save on Smith at the 14:37 mark. Hill comes up with a save on Shea. 15:39. Oninen a save on Hurdle. 17:46 of the second period, Hill a save on O'Reilly. We hit the end of the second period, and the Predators suddenly find themselves down 3-1 and being outshot by a total of 22-10. At the 1:02 mark of the third period, it's Jonathan Marchessault picking up his 20th goal of the season. It was a hard net crash, but the real show was LaRue and the spin pass to set the play up. Marchessault going back home to Vegas and picking up a goal in this game. His first 20-goal season, his first season as a Nashville Predator. But LaRue's setup for this one, impressive. The Vegas Golden Knights still hold a 3-2 lead here early in the third period. 2:28 of the third, Hill comes up with a save on Shea. 3:59 of the third period, Hill comes up with a save on O'Reilly. At the 4:04 mark, Hill comes up with a save on Zach LaRue. We hit the backside of the sheet, and we pick the action back up at 4:58 of the third period, where Mark Delgaizo picks up his second goal of the season. It was a deflection off of his helmet and into the net. He was simply trying to get out of the way, not intentionally head the puck into the net, and he ends up deflecting it perfectly past Hill. The Nashville Predators improbably have tied this game up at 3 apiece on perhaps the strangest goal the Predators have scored all season long. At the 10:41 mark of the third period now, Oninen comes up with a save on Theodore, plus the follow-up by McNabb. At the 11:07 mark of the third period, Hill comes up with a save on McCarron. At 12:42 of the third period now, it's Smith off to the box, 2 minutes for holding on Blankenberg, putting the Predators on a power play, but the Preds unable to generate any shots on goal. The Vegas Golden Knights blocking all shots and taking away all shooting lanes Hurricanes during this 2 minutes, 16:28 of the third period. Onanen comes up with a save on Dorofeev, but at 18:05 of the third period, it's Hanifin picking up his 10th goal this season. A one-timer through traffic puts the Vegas Golden Knights ahead 4-3, and with the extra attacker on, the Predators unable to mount a breakthrough at 19:58. Barbashev puts the empty net goal in for his 23rd of the season. That gives the Vegas Golden Knights a 5-3 lead, and that would be your final in this game. Vegas also outshoots the Nashville Predators 29-17. So the Predators only able to generate 5 shots on goal in the first, 5 shots on goal in the second, 7 shots on goal in the third period for a total of 17, while the Vegas Golden Knights really took over this game once the second period began for the Nashville Predators. That's the end of the road schedule for this season. That's game number 41 on the road for the Predators, and they only come away with 10 victories on the road this season. That is a very, very tough result at the end. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got more coming up about this game, box score analysis, and whatever else we need to get into. Coming up next, right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.